Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video. We're going to do the extended USA forecast for today's second video. So, as also on Wednesday, we're having a look at the weather for the next 6 weeks in the United States. I should just throw that for you in a moment, just to say that first. A video release today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. I'll be live at 6 o'clock, the 10 to 14 dayer, including all of the regular features. So keep checking back to the channel for all of the updates of content. And thank you so much everybody for doing that. Thank you so much to ECMWF.int for supplying the charts as well, by the way. Thank you so much to EC. Right, okay, we're going to start off with the 500 millibar height anomaly for North America for this week currently in the 25th of September, 2nd of October, week 1. 500 millibar heights has a trough of low pressure to the northwest. A ridge of high pressure is across northern northeastern parts of America, and there is still some ridging across these more southern states as well, left over, of course, from the summer. So a three-way split for temperatures. It's cooler than average this week across these western parts of America, from the west coast to the Rockies. Then through the central midwestern states, we find that it's significantly hotter than average, warmer than average, and possibly quite hot. Going to Canada, we've got like 6 to 10 degrees above average there, I think, with the temperature anomaly. It then gets cooler again as we move towards the eastern seaboard. So on the east coast itself, becoming quite cool through there, but certainly through the central states and up in the north, looking warm this week. And as far as precipitation is concerned, it's a wetter than average week in the far northwest and also in this extreme southeastern corner. A little bit wet around the Great Lakes and towards the eastern seaboard, otherwise largely dry than average across the southern states and also in the far northeastern states as well. Week 2 will be the 2nd to the 9th of October. So again, this week has some lower pressure down toward the southwestern side of America, some higher pressure towards the northwestern side, and also some higher pressure across these eastern and northeastern states once again. The temperature anomaly through next week, week 2. Just a split, really, an east-west split. So the western states are coming out cooler than average. The eastern, well, central eastern states, sort of midwestern eastern states, they're coming out warmer than average, especially so in the northeast, where we're 3 to 6 degrees above average next week. As far as precipitation is concerned, it's looking like this, which is a three-way split again. So it's dry than average through the western states, again, from the west coast towards the Rockies, then to the east of the Rockies into the Midwest, gets wetter than average, especially in these northern states, and then over towards the east of the northeast, we find that it becomes drier than normal once again, possibly a bit wet just off the east coast. Through here, but overall dry in the east and northeast, wet through the central states, and then dry again as we go out into the west. Week 3 will be the 9th to 16th of October. Signal is weakening now for 500 millibar height, so let's put in a question mark. Have a look at the temperature anomaly for week 3. So it's largely above average across the far southern and also eastern states, and then probably going to be average or cooler through the central and western states, I would have thought there. Precipitation-wise, we see some quite wet weather coming in off the Pacific coast. That could be an El Nino signature. So becoming quite wet in the Pacific and moving on to the west coast there. Otherwise, it's weakening still, but probably, if anything, a little bit on the wet side in many areas, especially, I think, through both central and western states again. Week 4 will be the 16th to the 23rd of October. Some above average heights appearing back to Canada and just to the far north and northeast of America. Week 4 temperature anomalies are above average across these eastern regions, probably closer to normal towards the west. And as far as precipitation goes, it's wetter than average across the northern states and down across the southern states too, but it is a weakening signal. Week 5 will be the 23rd to the 30th of October, still with that ridge in the north and in the northeast as well. How the temperatures looking. So the far north is coming out wetter than average up here and across the southern states and towards the east coast as well. These midwestern and possibly western states, I reckon, could be on the cooler side though. And for precipitation, very, very weak signal now, so nothing useful really can be ascertained there. Week 6, finally, is the 30th of October to the 6th of November. So a ridge is appearing over on the eastern side of America then. Temperature anomalies become more than average through the Midwest and into the eastern regions. It's cooler again out to the west probably. And again, not much signal for precipitation, but it does look a bit on the wet side towards the Pacific coast. Southern states may be a little bit drier, and the eastern states may be dry as well, which will make sense if there's a ridge sitting over in the east. Okay, that's how it's looking this week. Remember, any forecast beyond 5 some days comes with health warnings and large pinches of start attacks, so could look different when we look at this again next Wednesday. We're going to be back. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe, make sure to do that. We're going to be back live streaming our 10 to 14 day for the UK and for Northern Europe at 6 p.m. So I shall see you a little bit later on. That one maybe for this week's Extended USA forecast. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.